Well, on to the big political story. We're tracking that political deadlock in Maharashtra continues. Sources have now revealed that Shiv Sena may not agree to shed ground on its latest offer. The latest that we are in fact getting in is that Uddhav Thackeray has reportedly told Sena leaders that there is no way he can come down from 151 seats. The Sena chief has now effectively put the ball in the BJP's court. Now, the Sena chief has also said in the emergency huddle that he has called for at Matushri, which is currently underway, that its list of candidates is also ready. The Shiv Sena chief, Uddhav Thackeray, earlier called an emergency meeting at Matushri. Top Shiv Sena leaders were summoned to Matushri. Uddhav Thackeray had summoned district chiefs, leaders, deputy leaders, district in charges, all of them at Matushri to try and resolve the current deadlock. The meeting was called after BJP called Uddhav Thackeray's final offer of seats impractical. The last effort by Uddhav included a seat-sharing formula which gives the BJP 119 seats, while the Sena gives itself 151 seats. 18 seats have been earmarked to the four smaller allies. The latest offer, seen as the last one by the Sena, came with an ultimatum for the BJP to treat this as the last chance to save the alliance. My colleague Kamlesh Sutar and Brijesh Pandey are live with me. Brijesh, I'd like to go to you first. We understand that 5 p.m. was when the Central Election Committee was to meet at 11 Ashoka Road. This meeting was to be presided by the Prime Minister. Has the meeting at all begun? And this really is the make or break meeting for the 25-year-old Saffron Alliance.
No, the meeting has been postponed by an hour, and now the meeting will begin at 6.
Right.
But sources within the BJP are saying that practically, if you look at it in a practical fashion, the final offer made by the Shiv Sena is no offer at all, because the 119 seats is the number of seats which BJP has been fighting on for a very long time. And given the change scenario and in an upsurge in BJP and a buoyant cadre in Maharashtra, they say that they would be letting their cadre and the rest of the BJP down if they accept anything other than an equal number of seats along with the Shiv Sena. Now, we know for sure that most of it is political posturing, trying to extract as much seat as they can, because this all will be relevant once the results are declared, and both sides with the maximum number of MLA will then be a stronger claimant for the post of chief ministership. And this is precisely why the Shiv Sena also looks like is unwilling to concede any more seat than the 119 seats which has been offered. But for BJP, this offer they have rejected, and they have gone into a parliamentary board meeting will also happen after the CEC meeting, and it looks like that the BJP will also come up with a fresh figure. But as of now, the stalemate between Shiv Sena and BJP continues.
Well, as of now, the stalemate between the Shiv Sena and the BJP continues, and this is a political story that's literally changing every 15 to 20 minutes. There is a new development. Brijesh, stay on with us. Kamlesh Sutar is also live with us from Mumbai. Kamlesh, we understand that hectic parleys are underway at Matushri. There is an emergency meeting that has been called by Uddhav Thackeray. Is the Sena sending out a clear message to go it alone?
We are outside Matushri, a meeting between senior Shiv Sena leaders from across Maharashtra, and Uddhav Thackeray is on, and several other Shiv Sena workers have also gathered outside Matushri. Emotions are running. I have with me some Shiv Sena leaders from the Marathwada region where the BJP Shiv Sena are at tussle over seat sharing. The party workers ground field Marathwada से आप
pouring in from all over the state.
लेकिन सीटों को लेकर तू चल रही है, और आज भी उद्धव ठाकरे ने साफ तौर पर कह दिया कि 151 से कम सीटें।
ऑडियो चला गया
देखते हैं।
महाराष्ट्र के हित के वास्ते उद्धव जी साहब ने 20 सीट छोड़ दिए हैं। हम हमारे जो नेता है उद्धव जी साहब, उनका सम्मान करते हैं, जो कि महाराष्ट्र के हित के लिए उतने बड़े सीट पहले से छोड़े। और अगर ये सीट छोड़ने के बाद भी बीजेपी वाले युति तोड़ने की बात करते हैं तो ये गलत है, ये हमारे सम्मान को ठेस पहुंचाती है।
Shiv Sena has already given 20 some more leaders. किस तरह से देखते हैं इस बयानबाजी को बीजेपी की आप?
All right, we are having some audio problem there with Kamlesh. We're going to try and re-establish that link with Kamlesh as soon as possible. Shahzad Poonawala now joins me live in the studio for more. Shahzad, what do you make of the power games that are in fact underway in Maharashtra as we speak? It clearly appears to be more legislators equals a shot at the Chief Minister's chair, and that's perhaps why the BJP and the Shiv Sena are so unrelenting at this point in time.
Well, I think that both parties right now are focusing on getting the Chief Minister's post. I don't think anyone out there in this alliance is actually concerned about addressing issues on what will be the focus of the campaign or what would be the other issues that they'll be taking up. It's purely about the seat of the Chief Minister. And I think if you see the alliance as a whole, Shiv Sena does have a point. I mean, without the Shiv Sena, frankly, the BJP doesn't hold much in Maharashtra. They don't have any leaders to speak of. Especially after the death of Gopinath Munde.
Right.
And both parties have been posturing. In fact, the slogan of the BJP has been that Delhi mein Narendra and Mumbai mein Devendra. Whereas the Shiv Sena, today you've seen them unveiling their campaign, and they've been putting up posters of Utha Maharashtra, which is Uddhav Thackeray being positioned as the Chief Minister. I think both parties are trying to make it clear to the other one that they would be interested in keeping the Chief Minister's post. What larger impact this would have on the people of the state is yet to be seen. I don't think BJP can show so much of arrogance to this alliance.
Right.
They should realize that Modi is not a factor in Maharashtra. They should realize they don't have an organization in Maharashtra, and a divorce on the cards would actually hurt them more.
Well, absolutely. It's interesting that you say that Modi is not a factor in Maharashtra, because it was the BJP and Sena combined that had in fact got 42 seats in Maharashtra, which is perhaps what has emboldened the stance of the BJP. Stay on with me. We have some more news that is in fact coming in Well, the latest that is in fact coming in is that the Shiv Sena and the BJP, of course, are playing hardball. The smaller allies at this point in time are jittery. The Swabhimani Setkari Sangathan and the Rashtriya Samaj Party have issued an ultimatum to the BJP and the Shiv Sena to decide on the alliance by 1 p.m. tomorrow. The RSP and the SSS leaders will meet tomorrow to further decide the course of action. The SSP, Sadhubhav Khot, says that we will have to think on the future course of action if the Shiv Sena and the BJP fail to carry on with the 25-year-old alliance. Well, this really is also very crucial given the fact that there was an alliance of 4 other parties that was in fact conjured up, which altered the political landscape of Maharashtra greatly, and now those smaller regional parties also in fact giving an ultimatum to the BJP Shiv Sena alliance. Sahil Joshi is joining me live from Mumbai at this point in time. Sahil, the political landscape was altered after Gopinath Munde's death, and it was really Gopinath Munde who had in fact brought in these smaller regional parties into the alliance. 18 seats is their share of the pie at this point in time, but now they've come out and given the BJP and the Shiv Sena an ultimatum. In the event that this alliance fails, what happens to these regional parties? Sahil, can you hear me? Alright, we're going to try and re-establish that audio link with Sahil. Kamlesh Sutar is live with us from Mumbai. Kamlesh, I'd just like to ask you this recent ultimatum that has been issued by the 4 regional parties. Now, Gopinath Munde's death really altered the political landscape of Maharashtra. It was him who had brought these 4 parties on board. 18 seats is their share of the pie. What happens to these parties if this alliance fails to go through?
Well, the smaller parties, the smaller constituents like Swabhimani Setkari Sangathan and the Rashtriya Samaj Paksh, they have issued an ultimatum to the BJP and Shiv Sena to decide whatever their decision is about the alliance by 1 p.m. tomorrow. Otherwise, the RSP and SSS are going into meeting tomorrow and they will take a further call. Now, these 2 smaller constituents have been of great help to the BJP Shiv Sena alliance, particularly in the western Maharashtra region. The Swabhimani Setkari Sangathan has a great amount of clout in the sugar belt of Maharashtra, and the Rashtriya Samaj Party, the leader Mahadev Jankar was the one who was responsible in the debacles of Sharad Pawar's daughter Supriya Sule in the Baramati constituency. Remember Supriya Sule of Sharad Pawar, who always used to contest from have won by the margins of more than 3 lakhs and 4 lakhs in the past. This time around, lead was substantially brought down to around 60,000. Considered as a huge setback to the Pawars in that bastion. That is where the Rashtriya Samaj Party enjoys a clout and has its significant presence. So if these two parties decides to part ways, if no decision is taken, it is certainly going to hamper their chances in some regions, particularly in the sugar belt and in the NCP stronghold of Western Maharashtra.
Well, absolutely. This alliance was conjured up in the first place to, in fact, counter the NCP in some of those rural bastions. It will be a huge setback if the alliance with those four regional parties, in fact, fails to go through. Shahabuddin Khotke of the SSS has, in fact, reacted to the seat sharing issue. Let's listen into what he has to say.
जल्दी से जल्दी मान लेना चाहिए या फिर इसके और सोच विचार इस पे होना चाहिए?
शुरू में हम घटक पक्ष ने ये जो फार्मूला दिया था 120 और 150 सीटा शिवसेना को और 18 सीटों पर घटक दल लड़ेंगे, लेकिन यह फार्मूला अभी मंजूर नहीं है। तो नया फार्मूला दोनों पक्ष बैठकर कौन सा फार्मूला तैयार करना है वो दोनों का हाथ में है, वो करना बहुत जल्दी वो करेंगे तो महाराष्ट्र जनता के सामने हम माहिती के रूप में जाएंगे।
सर, शेतकारी संगठन को कितनी सीटें देने की बात कही गई है?
अभी उनका सीटों के लिए बंटवारा पूरा नहीं हुआ है, तो हमारा सीट देने का कोई मतलब ही नहीं आ रही है। चलो।
Well, the other alliance partners there in Maharashtra, in fact, issuing an ultimatum to the BJP and the Shiv Sena there to finalize the seat sharing formula by 1 p.m. tomorrow. Well, Brijesh Pandey is also joining me live from the national capital. Brijesh, I'd just like to ask you, we're expecting the CEC meeting, as you pointed out, to begin at 6 p.m. You know, the Thackeray's have always been kingmakers in the state of Maharashtra, and laying claims to the Chief Minister's chair has perhaps caught the BJP off guard, left the BJP, you know, a little flummoxed in this entire situation, which is perhaps why they are unrelenting to give in at this point in time.
Well, I don't think so. The real reason is that, you know, NCP Congress alliance has a baggage of anti-incumbency of 15 years, and both BJP and Shiv Sena know that it is their best shot to win power back in Maharashtra. Now, the fact of the matter is that after 16th May of the kind of verdict which the BJP has got, it has buoyed its cadre back in Maharashtra to a level in which the BJP cannot put down the claim or the mantle of, like, you know, playing equal to Shiv Sena, who has always been like kind of a big brother to BJP in the local politics. But now BJP, in a new very assertive mood led by Amit Shah, who enjoys the fullest confidence of the Prime Minister, feels that it is the now or the never chance of BJP to play equal to Shiv Sena, which has been facing a political crisis of their own by several big leaders leaving Shiv Sena. So the BJP feels that it is their chance, and this time they are not willing to play second fiddle, and they are playing it to a script that this time they have conveyed to the Shiv Sena leadership that they won't settle for anything less than 135, which is an equal number of seats to which Shiv Sena would be contesting. And one of the biggest factor which they are thinking is that once, if they get an equal number of MLAs, or if they get more number of MLAs than the Shiv Sena, then their claim on the post of chief ministership, which would be first for the BJP, also becomes very strong. And the party sees that is a now or never kind of a situation, because you never know 5 years down the line what would be the situation of BJP back in center or back in state. So they feel that this is their best chance, this is the best game they have in Maharashtra, and that's the reason why, apart from the hardening of position which the Shiv Sena has, the BJP has also dug in heels, and they are refusing to yield any ground back to Shiv Sena.
Well, absolutely, BJP unrelenting there. It is a now or never situation. They are hoping to bank on the Modi factor, hoping to bank on the fact that they have in fact managed those large numbers in the Lok Sabha elections. Brijesh, stay on with us. I'd just like to play out for our viewers at this point in time what Uddhav Thackeray exactly said.
300 पेक्षा जास्त जागा तुमच्याकडे होत्या, तुम्ही मिशन 272 केलं, आम्ही कुठे काही म्हटलं नाही, कारण सरकार पाहिजे कोणाचंही, आम्ही सगळे, तुम्ही काय आम्ही काय सगळे मिळून सरकार आणूया. देवाच्या दयेने तेही साध्य झालं. आज मजबूत सरकार तिकडे बसलेले, एवढं मजबूत आहे की आपल्या मित्रपक्षाची त्यांना गरजच नाही. असू दे, चांगलं राज्य करा, सत्ता आणा, तेवढ्यासाठी तर आम्ही मरतोय, मेहनत करतोय.
Well, Shehzad Poonawala is also live with us in the studio. Shehzad, 288 seats, and like I said, the battle for Maharashtra literally changes every half an hour. But apart from the warring BJP and Shiv Sena, the Congress NCP alliance is also at this point in time very rocky. Sonia Gandhi is saying 125 seats is all that the NCP is getting, and otherwise it's a take it or leave it situation. Are we likely to then see, you know, perhaps a four-way contest in the assembly elections this time?
Politics is the art of the possible. Anything may be possible if things don't work out. But as far as I can tell you, alliances always have their give and takes. Formulas are revisited, and I'm sure the Congress and NCP do look at the challenge before them. There's a 15-year anti-incumbency, as you rightly said. A lot of great work has been done in Maharashtra. Be that as it may, there is also a factor of a communalized situation emerging with the Hindutva agenda being pushed forward by both BJP and Shiv Sena, including in Maharashtra, where VHP started the Love Jihad campaign.
Right.
I think taking all these ideological considerations also, I think NCP would be inclined to understand the Congress's position, and they would reach an understanding point sooner and in a much less messier way than the BJP and Shiv Sena has. But let me add one point. As far as Modi not being a factor, that's not something I am telling you. It's something that Amit Shah, when he addressed the party workers of Maharashtra, he said that, and the by-polls also proved that Modi is no longer going to be such big factor that would have changed the course of Maharashtra politics. And Pramod Mahajan, the late Pramod Mahajan, before he passed away, had said this to a few confidants, and Rajdeep the other day was actually saying this on your show, that BJP has always had a game plan that when the right time comes after Bal Thackre's death, they would usurp the legacy of Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. They've done that with Nitish in Bihar, they've done that to HJC in Haryana, and Shiv Sena is wary of that. I think that Uddhav Thackeray is showing BJP its place, and BJP is playing a card too many.
BJP is playing a card too many is what Shehzad has to say. Well, Sahil Joshi is also joining me live from Mumbai. Sahil, what do you make? You're somebody who's tracked political developments in Maharashtra very closely. Obviously, there is a 15-year anti-incumbency factor that both the BJP and the Shiv Sena at this point in time are hoping to bank on. But, with Uddhav Thackeray finally, entering the fray and sort of staking claim to the chief minister's chair, is that the reason why the BJP has perhaps been caught off guard and has postured itself more aggressively this time around?
See, BJP leaders were quite confident since beginning that they thought that because there was a Modi wave and because such a great results in Maharashtra, which Shiv Sena BJP could never achieve since the time they have got into existence as an alliance. 43 out of 48 seats, 42 out of 48 seats they won during Lok Sabha. So they thought that because of that, they could mount pressure on Uddhav Thackeray to give away more number of seats, and so that the gap between the Shiv Sena and BJP in the seat sharing will be shortened because of that. And after the results, because they think that this is the time when Shiv Sena BJP has maximum chances since last 15 years to get into power, and in that scenario BJP will be able to get more seats. But now it's pretty clear, what I am hearing from my sources from Matoshri is that Uddhav Thackeray has told the Shiv Sena leaders that at no point he will come down from 151. So 151 is his last offer. He can Shiv Sena seats cannot get down from 151. Now the remaining number of seats, which BJP is getting 119 as per Uddhav Thackeray's formula, and 18 seats to the alliance partners. Now in those seats, if BJP can maneuver and get more seats, then it's their problem. But Shiv Sena as a party will not come down from 151. They are already down 18 seats, and at no cost he will come down from 151. So he has taken a very strong stand. He has also cleared Ritika that that there is no point that their list of candidates is ready, and if the BJP comes out with the list, immediately Shiv Sena can release the list at this point of time.
I'd like to bring in Brijesh Pandey at this point in time, because Sahil has raised a very important point. Sahil says that it is 151 on the part of the Shiv Sena, take it or leave it. Sena even claiming that they have a list which is out. If the BJP so comes out with the list, the Sena will immediately release the list. Now, Brijesh, I'd like to ask you, the BJP Shiv Sena alliance, which sort of came about, in the mid-80s, was shaped by Pramod Mahajan, and BJP really rose in Maharashtra on the Sena's back. Now, given the fact that the BJP believes that there is a Modi wave that they are riding on, is this then their strategy to perhaps break away from the shadow of the Shiv Sena and go it alone in Maharashtra? Is this a part of a larger game plan?
Well, if we go back to the last 2 or 3 assembly election, this kind of fight or the frenzy right before the ticket distribution or the seat allocation is something which most of the senior political analysts back in Maharashtra would vouch for. So this public posturing is nothing new as far as Shiv Sena and BJP is concerned. But you have to also understand that this particular assembly election poses an extremely unique opportunity both to Shiv Sena as well as BJP. For the BJP, it offers them a once once-in-a-lifetime chance to get out of the shadow of Shiv Sena, have to register a strong showing, and even, have a claimant for the post of chief ministership. Something would be nothing short of miracle. For Shiv Sena, who has been out of power for a very long time now, for them it is a unique opportunity to stage a comeback to the politics of Maharashtra, have one of the Thackeray clan as the chief minister of Maharashtra, and then, have the whole cadre buoyed up and get ready, gear up for greater things back in the state of Maharashtra.
Right.
So this is one of the biggest reasons why both parties are unwilling to yield space or political space to each other. The BJP, as I have said, that they have already rejected the seat of 119 seat. They have said that this is the number of seats they have contested last time, and there is no way on earth they can accept this formula, or would like to try to eat into the smaller parties which form the other smaller party of the Mahayuti. So the situation is definitely, we are headed for a big stalemate in this scenario.
Well, absolutely, the stalemate really persists at this point in time, and there seems to be no apparent or obvious resolution in sight. It's a question of who will blink first, or whether anybody will blink at all. That's really the big question we're asking. To all our reporters and Shehzad here, thank you so much for joining me. I'm completely out of time, but this is a big story that we're tracking. The stalemate continues in Maharashtra. Hectic parleys underway in the capital and in Maharashtra, and we're going to continue to bring you the inside track of what exactly is happening.